school. It's been 4 years. Quite a lot's changed. See, look, Lily's all grown up.
I can't believe that it's been 4 years already that we've had this rusty sexy beast. So this video really is just like kind of be a bit of a recap of what we think's worked, not looking back I guess, worked, not worked, what we still want to do to the bus, and we're also going to answer some of your questions. And today we are also going for a pre-MOT at a new garage that we haven't tried before.
Because if you remember, and you've been following the channel for a while,
yeah,
we did have another garage we used to go to all the time, but then they kind of let us down by messing up our back brakes. And on like a 6-ton van like this.
It's obviously very important, and it was actually quite dangerous, wasn't it? So
new garage, pre-MOT inspection. But before we go, have a look around.
Yeah.
And it is a bit untidy in here, but this is reality, I feel, of having your van laid up for a few weeks over winter.
Yeah, so I think the last time we went away was end of October, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's now end of January, so
hopefully going to be away in the next couple of weeks, which is why I want to get the van ready. Right, where should we start?
So one of the good features of our bus is at the front is these custom seats that were for a Ford, what are they from, Rich? Ford Transit?
They're from a Ford Transit Custom, yeah.
Yeah. So they're reversible, so you can turn them the other way around. And they just generally work really well for us, don't they? And they're very comfortable for long journeys, which we do a lot of.
Do you ever turn them around?
No, they're too heavy. You know, you need a strong Rich to turn them around for you.
They are quite heavy, heavy.
But I do hold on to them sometimes, don't I?
You do. Yeah, but they're brilliant and they're really comfy. And actually, it's one of the most asked questions when people watch back our build vids, like, what are they from?
Yeah.
And they have gone up in price because people have started doing it more, but they are worth it, I think, if you can get hold of them.
Yeah.
Top tip, reach out to like local firms that convert taxis for like mobility, because they do get rid of them like quite often.
Isn't that how we got ours?
Yeah.
We do love our sliding door because it does mean you can park in a narrow space and get out really easy, but this last year we've just been having some awful trouble with it where it's been letting in some rain and this has happened, so we're gonna have to fix this, and we're potentially thinking about getting a different door. So any advice of what we could perhaps do? Should we, I don't know, we're not sure, are we?
No, but any ideas, let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to kind of keep the access, but it needs to be more weatherproof.
Yeah.
Because that's no good for us. It's a Wanderbus is a beast. It's like 7.5 meters long, and inside we've got like a good amount of living space. It's about 5 meters long. I've got a frog in my throat. Go away, frog. So yeah, we've got a full kitchen.
We're 3-ring burner. It's always important to show off your burners. It's a Thetford tripleplex, so there's also an oven and a grill.
This has worked amazingly, hasn't it? And actually
no
the cooks the food so well.
It's better than our electric oven inside the house, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd buy it again.
Yeah, it's been good. Storage for pans.
Has that worked well for you?
Yeah, we did have to put another catch on it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had magnetic to begin with, and now we've also gone to like switch down because we did have an incident where we went round a roundabout in France and it flew out.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But that's just van life, isn't it?
It is.
All the cupboards been braille.
Yeah.
I think as well.
It's funny. I had a funny question, funny comment, the other day on the amount of pull-out storage we have, and actually they were saying in a van this size, why do you need so much pull-out storage? It should all be available.
Yeah.
So like,
I get
the pull-out mirror. I think that's been like a game changer because it stores all our stuff.
Well, and it means as well, Lily's got a mirror there to brush her teeth. I can do my makeup here at the same time.
I can do my makeup in the other mirror at the same time.
Exactly, which there's so much more makeup than me. And it's space saving, so I suppose the one thing maybe they didn't watch the whole thing is maybe the pull-out sofa bed, but we have 2 beds in the back as well. Not everything's going to be everyone's cup of tea, is it?
That's true. And just to point out, the mirror is covered in steam. It's not just like covered in gloop.
Yeah.
So don't judge us. We do need to give it a clean.
It's awful weather day and really cold. Okay, the fridge. It's been okay. Like, you did have to do add extra fans to it, didn't you, to get it a more stable temperature for when you go somewhere really, really hot.
Yeah, and that worked, to be honest.
Yeah, it
so
has
would
worked.
recommend doing that. And we leave it on like all year round, even when we're not using it, which I know that sounds a bit crazy, but I don't know.
Yeah, and I do think you have to learn it, because I know this sounds really weird, to get the temperature right for whatever you're staying, like, in the world, I guess, because sometimes if you have it too high, it can freeze your food in the fridge. So put a tag in there, and then you tend to know what's what, don't you?
Yeah, we monitor everything.
Yeah.
Because that's who I am.
Rich is a massive nerd. And then he's like, oh, look at these numbers. And I'm like, no thanks.
So people do have asked, actually, like, how have the roofie tags been going? Because I've got them in the cab, I've got them in the fridge, I've got them underneath the bus, I've got them on the roof. And for me, it works really well. It seems other people don't like them. But again, I think if you've got them installed in places that work for you, personal preference, and it's worked for me. But yeah, this living space has worked well. We have used the pull-out bed, so we've got like a custom pull-out bed that adds a bit onto the end. We don't tend to need to use it too much, but it's there if we do. And this table as well, we still get loads and loads and loads of views on how we made this, and it works a treat, doesn't it? Do we want to show everybody?
Basically, it's on a legume table leg. You just pull it out every way you like, and then this unclips.
Any horrors in there? Ooh,
I didn't know that was there.
That's not product placement.
No. And then it's also got little legs that we pull out. Are they legs? What are they called? No, fibers. Leaf hold springs.
No.
What are they called?
No, they're not leaf supports.
Leaf supports then.
Yeah.
Edit that out. You're not going to, are
No.
I lost what I was saying. Yeah, so it's been big enough for us. It's been really sturdy. You can pull it wherever you want.
So when these seats are reversed,
the other way around,
you can sit around it,
yeah,
which is good.
And we usually have it the other way as well. And you can easily tuck it away for driving as well, and it does stay in position.
Yeah.
Also, we could take this off and move it behind the chair as well if we wanted to. We haven't really done that recently.
No, we haven't, no.
We don't really do it anymore, but it is an option. And then it just pops back in.
So one of the key features that we went for, obviously, is that we've got a lot of wood.
We're quite a wood-based family. We love it, don't we?
Love a bit of wood, mate.
Love a bit of wood.
And everything in here was treated with Osmo oil, and that, to be fair, has lasted quite well.
Yeah. But it needs redoing.
It does need redoing. Yeah, there's some like dry bits. So I think like other products are sort of available now a bit more, because it has been like 3 years, I think, since we finished it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Osmo oil, so easy to apply. Just chuck some rags down and rub it over, really, and it's ready to go.
And it lasts, because I accidentally got some on my car, and it looks like it's got like gold freckles, and it's still on there.
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty durable. But yeah, love it. The strip ceiling, we've had people message us about that a lot. So that was really easy to achieve. So this is made from poplar lightweight plywood that's just ripped into inch strips, and then the gap down the middle actually is 9mm, so turned on its side. A whole video on it, like if you like that thing. But yeah, it's lasted really well.
Curved ceiling, and that I would do again, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, because the ceiling's all curved as well, which I'm going to show you up here, and that's lasted really well as well. Touch wood, like no leaks from the roof, no condensation, none of that stuff. Because when we installed it, we've got like Kingspan type material in the roof, and then sheepy's wool in here. Yeah. And that, I think, has been quite good at maintaining moisture and all of that stuff, because we don't have a moisture barrier in here, which is controversial.
We're thinking we went with like the route of what aeroplanes do.
Yeah, so they like manage the condensation rather than try to stop it.
Yeah.
And we've got loads of windows in here, so there's no way, as you can see today, well, I mean, to be fair, the condensation on the outside today.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it. You've kind of got to manage it. And yeah, it's kept it out, and there's no mould up there. No. And the ceiling is never ever wet, even when we're away at the cold.
And we've repainted nothing,
so far.
So far, yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, we're going to need to do some work down in this corner at the least. Right, kitchen time.
Yeah.
Where I spend most of my days.
Yeah, as you should.
Yes, absolutely, dear. Yes.
The sink. I wanted a big sink, so I was like, well, maybe we need to do some washing in it, or maybe we need to wash some hair or something along those lines. And I've got a lot of hair, and you have wet my hair in here before, haven't you, for me?
Yeah.
In hindsight, I'm glad we got this sink, but I think we probably should have got the stainless steel because it was so much lighter.
Yeah.
But I just liked this and we bought and looked. So I was like, oh yeah, it'll be black, it'll look lush. But really, in hindsight now, I think we probably should have gone the stainless steel.
Mainly because of the weight, I would
just
say.
because of the weight.
Because it is more to clean that. But it's kind of no heartache, really.
No.
If it is the weight, I think this is almost 15 kilos heavier than a stainless steel sink.
Yeah.
So we could have easily saved some weight there. So it is worth considering that. But it served the test of time.
Yeah. And obviously, I just like to say we're not overweight or anything.
I'm overweight.
I'm not.
No.
Perfect.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Another controversial thing, I know some people hated that we went with peel and stick tiles.
Yeah.
But, you know, they still look the same as when we put them in, don't they? And
Yeah,
we've
pretty
not had
much,
to
yeah.
worry about extra weight and any cracking of like grout or anything. So
Yeah, because tiles move, and I know people
Yeah.
do install tiles in the van, but yeah, we put these in. It didn't take very long.
No.
It wasn't very expensive. Lasted pretty well, and I think it looks quite good too.
yeah, and they clean up nice. So
Yeah. Sometimes they do get a bit sticky when it's hot,
yeah,
but you know,
have to like dust them as well because it like attracts the dust. It's weird, but you know, I'd still get them again.
yeah, I would too. Would recommend 10 out of 10.
We have tons of storage in the van, which to be honest has worked really well. So we've been away for like 3-4 weeks at a time and we've not run out of storage space, so we managed to take pretty much everything we need and get things when we're away, so that's worked out well. A lot of our storage is pull out, which is not to be confused with
You can't say that.
I know, sorry. A lot of our storage is pull out, which works for us, doesn't it really? It saves space.
Any place where you can have two like things,
That
like dual method, whatever it's called, dual purpose.
yeah.
Just it's like a no-brainer, and like a lot of people are like, oh, you've really overthought that or over engineered that, and that's true, but
it's
it
kind of
works
what
and
you
hasn't
wanna do.
broken. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, always
And
do that.
also, not only is it a mirror hanging storage, but it also hides, you know, I don't think you can see it. The
can,
access
it's down
panel. No, the underneath I'm talking about.
Oh right,
It's so not only is it a cupboard, it also hides the access panel for the shower. So if there's any problems, that's all hidden, so it looks pretty.
mate, that mirror's disgusting.
And then access panel.
What is it on it?
I don't know.
A few greasy girls. But yeah, it's good. And the sofa, really pleased with that. That conceals our water heater, 2 massive drawers, which is the only place where I've got to store all of my clothes. She's coming now.
Doesn't need clothes. The room's mine and Lily's clothes. Boys don't need clothes.
So anyway, that's where I keep all of my clothes, and actually it works really well. Yeah, has worked well, hasn't it? And people
Yeah.
do, again, comment on that video quite a lot, and can confirm it does hold our weight. It is comfortable. I think it could do with being like an inch shorter if I was being really picky, but I am short, so that's probably my problem. Yeah, another one where we've had loads of compliments and actually lots of comments where they wouldn't have done it like this is our bathroom.
Yeah, so we've got a full shower room. Everyone doesn't mind our shower and the setup, but what people really hate is really mixed bag is that we've got a pull-out toilet that's in an enclosed box that goes under the bed.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
get it out, I'll show you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's behind one of these tambour doors. And to be fair, this keeps all of the water out when you're using the shower, which is ideal. And you can see here we've got a nice big shower and on a custom tray, which is brilliant. And this shower works amazingly well. Like, it takes quite a good campsite shower to stop us using this one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And yeah, to put it out, you
I've got to come over.
you on sliders, and it comes out, and we've got a custom separating toilet. Goes under the bed into a sealed box. Okay, so it is sealed. No air can get out of there apart from through the floor because it's vented in there to get all out. But this causes so many problems and comments, and it really splits opinion. that said, lots of people have done a similar thing.
Yeah.
You know, people did it before us. We weren't the first, but loads of people have messaged us and said, "How did you do it?" Or they've kind of replicated it or done something different. The toilet itself works really well. Like, so I'm in charge of emptying the toilet, and I find it like quite amusing when you're at campsites and I can just go up, empty the number ones away, rinse out and go. Whereas everyone else is doing like the shameful shuffle with their like toilet cassette, giving it one of them to get all the fresh logs out and stuff. So we don't have to do that because we can dispose of our like number twos and stuff if they're done in there, just double wrapped in a bin like you would a nappy.
Yeah.
So away it goes, or into a compost bin if you've got a hot composter. Would I do that again? I think what I would do if I were doing it now, I probably wouldn't build my own box. The reason being is there's so many like really nice, lovely, lightweight separating toilets you can get now. They do cost more though.
Yeah.
But I think now I know that I would use it, because we use it a lot. And again, I know that some people don't use their toilets, but we do, because that's what a toilet's for in our opinion. I would buy something else. So, and then put it on a floating platform that came out. And then that way, probably it would take up less room again, it would be less weight. I suppose if you ever wanted to change it, it might be easier. Touch wood though.
It's been alright.
This has been alright, yeah, it's fine. So yeah, separating bits in here. We've got all of our toilet roll, wipes and stuff in there. That lid has fallen off, but it contains our sawdust in there. But yeah, this has worked well, and this paneling and all of this has stood up really well.
Yeah, well, the panel looks really well. It's easy to clean, and when you put the shower and the toilet back away, it dries really quickly. No marks or anything, does it?
No, it's spot on.
Oh, and also this slip-proof flooring, that works brilliantly as well.
Yeah, would recommend. Door. So
Yeah.
this was one of the first ones I think that was installed in a van over here, and this is brilliant. So would recommend this again if you're installing it. You can see that it's got like some marks on it. This is like shampoo and stuff from this side. If I were to do it again, I would Scotch guard it first. And to be fair, manufacturer says to do that. Did they tell us to do that at the time? I'm not sure, because I think I would have done it. But yeah, we're gonna have to take this out, give it a good clean, and then Scotch guard it, and then it will just keep it from like dirty handprints.
Yeah.
But again, such a space saver. Would do it again.
Yeah, definitely. So the beds, we have a double here for me and Rich with an Emma mattress, which is ever so comfy, and above it is Lily's bed, which we had custom made, didn't we? In hindsight, again, when we started building, Lily was like year one, reception year one.
Yeah.
So she was tiny, and now she's year 5.
Yeah.
And she's grown a lot more than we thought she would. So she still fits in here fine, but I would say we've probably only got a couple more years of her fitting up here, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, until she's taller than me, because I can fit in there.
Yeah. So maybe we should have made the bed a little bit longer, but then we would have had less kitchen space. So I suppose it's all relative, really. Yeah. But maybe when we get to the point where she does grow out of it, maybe we'll do another van. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got like a couple of ideas really. I mean, we've got the double bed out here, so this is sleepable. It's, you know, it's a bed, so that can be used. You know, we've got potential that we could build a trailer. I've got a mad idea that we could probably reconfigure the roof and put a roof tent up there, but we'll see. But we've got a couple of years to think about it, I think. Yeah. Because for the time being, she loves sleeping in there with us, and to be fair, it keeps us all nice and warm, nice and cozy and safe, doesn't it? It's nice. It's really nice. We sleep better in the van than we do in the house.
Especially Lily.
Especially Lily.
Yeah.
So, you know, we love being away. I don't know if anyone else finds that, but we certainly do. Yeah. You hear a lot, don't you, actually, with other people that we know, you know, friends that have vans and live in their vans or travel in their vans like we do. They say the same thing. Sleep better in the van than do in the house.
It's weird. It's one of those things.
It's nice, yeah. But yeah, the only other thing in the bedroom to mention, so we do have a huge skylight in there, and people warned us against that. They said it'll keep you awake. doesn't. So it's vented as well, so it keeps the condensation down if it's cold.
Also, if it's boiling, you can open it.
You can open it, yeah. And if you want to stick your head out and have a look around, you can do that as well.
Rich loves doing that.
I love it. It's like my favourite thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's, I don't know, any other common questions we have inside? I'm not sure. Our electric stuff's up here. That's been working really well. We can monitor all of our stuff, our diesel heater. We've got it all hooked up to our smart box, which is just here. Get loads of questions on that all the time, like how do I hook this up? How do I make the diesel heater work and stuff? Well, for us, it works absolutely fine. And again, would do that again too. So yeah, electrical system. Let's go and have a look around at the back, because we've got something that ended up costing us a lot of money. And at the time, people were like, that's just too much capacity, too much money. Why are you doing that? Right, so in here, we've got 4 170 amp hour batteries. We've got a 1600 watt inverter. We've got our solar stuff. We've got our links distributor. We've got our battery to battery charger and our servo. And we spec the system to basically be able to keep us off grid if there was no sun and we hadn't moved for about 3 days. And we can confirm that that works absolutely right. So we've been in multiple places where we've been like in shade, literally parked underneath canopies at Disneyland and so on and so forth, and that's worked a treat. We haven't needed a bigger inverter. That's worked really well for us, and touch wood, the Victron gear seems to be holding up pretty well. We have got an eye on the batteries at the moment, so they're AGM deep cycle batteries, and they're coming up, they must be 3.5 years old, and I think the capacity on them, I think, but I'm monitoring them at the moment with support from the amazing Chris at Bespoke Solar, I think it's started to drop a bit, which I think is to be expected, but I've got a keen eye on it because we'll need it, because some of the upgrades that we've made are quite power hungry. So if I switch around, it's like I've planned this but I really haven't. We've got full aircon in the van, and again that worked quite well when we were away last summer. We get loads of questions on like, how's it working for you, etc, etc. We live in the UK, so at the moment, like, it's really sorry, I can't really tell you long term how it's working out. All I can say is when we used it in the summer, it was a lifesaver for inside the bedroom area, especially, just keeping us cool. We'll keep you posted really as that goes on. Outside of the bus is, it's looking okay. So we've got full solar on the roof rack's holding up okay. So would I do that again? Yeah, I would. Probably would try and squeeze more solar up there if I could now, because it's come along so much and it's so cheap now. The one thing that we are suffering with though is rusty, aren't we?
Yeah, it's endless rust.
You're constantly chasing it. So like if you buy an old vehicle like ours, like a Vario or something like that, you will constantly be chasing it. No matter how hard you prep or do a repair, they just seem to rust.
We've got more work to do on some of the arches. Was it
On the out, it's the front arch. So
yeah.
we fixed 3 of the arches, one of them at the front, and this is why we want to take it right now. We're going to go right now to the garage to see whether it's going to cause us a problem for our MOT. So we're just going to pack up and get on the road and see what the future holds. So let's get in the van and get going.
Yeah.
Good to know. Yeah, I will do a bit of a longer video on the outside because I want to catch you up when we update. Kelly's using the toilet, so I need to tell her to turn the mic off. Turn the mic off, Cal. Yeah, I am going to do a bit more filming when I fix some of these things, because we're going to be giving it a really good clean, fixing a few of the rusty spots and reapplying the Lana Guard, so the lanolin oil from Buzzweld. Other products are available, so yeah, any other questions on the outside of the van, let us know. But yeah, let's get on the road and see if there's any more problems that this beauty is going to cause us. Bloody hope not. We've arrived at the garage. just want to give you a bit of an update. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you may or may not have noticed we've not been around for a little while.
Been ill, Christmas.
Yeah, really ill.
Just busy, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've picked up new hobbies as well.
Yeah, loads of new hobbies.
So I've picked up a 3D printer, and we'll be creating some van related products that hopefully we're going to release really soon. So I've been getting into that, and we can share that. But anyway, we need to get the van into the garage now, and we'll catch back up with you later. Wish us luck. And we're back now, and we're back in Wanderbus.
Not too bad, was it?
Not too bad. So there's a few things to fix on it. So that we've got the downpipe to tighten up to the main link pipe for the exhaust. So hopefully I can get end of them, fix that. This door is a bit stiff. It doesn't open and shut as well as it should. It's always been like that, and I think it's because weirdly I don't use it very often, and the exhaust back box is developing a hole in it, so we might have to try and source one of those too. But apart from that, really okay, I think. So we've booked it in for its MOT in a month.
We will see you next time. But if you're missing us, you can watch more of our videos up here. See you next time. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.